Hey guys, so this is my second attempt at recording. I recorded it the first time and beautiful, looked beautiful, except there was no sound. I have no clue what I did wrong, but I had no sound. So we're attempting this again. This is actually a couple days later. So we're attempting this again, so I'll go ahead and we'll get started. Oh. Let me show you up here on the porch, the container garden. The tomatoes are coming along. As you can see, I've got quite a few blooms, and I actually have like a tomato right here. I think that's the only tomato on these over here. I have one over there. Whoop. Here's a little itty bitty one. This has seen better days. Something is eating it. It wasn't like this the other day. It doesn't take long for something to eat. Yeah, look, you can see that's the deposit from the worms that are eating this. So, I'll have to get my diatomaceous earth out and sprinkle on this to get rid of the bugs that are eating it. I wish I could find it. Oh, wait, right there it is. It blends in. See that little sucker? He's the one doing all the damage. Off he goes. Alright. Yep, and see we got damage on this one too. But like I said, I'll get my diatomaceous earth out, sprinkle it on these. This will kill them. This is my catnip, which can be used in teas. Oh, we'll get some flowering going on. This is a little bean. Oh, look at that. I've got some beans on there too. I'll have to pick them. That's a long one. I missed this. So I'll pick those. I have a bean here, some tomatoes, and some beans popped up in there, and another bean. Let's see. Yeah, and see, here's my other tomato. And then my carrots. My carrots aren't doing too bad. They still need some time. We'll pull one. I'll show you. Oh, that one didn't come up. Let's see. Let's see. See if this one will come. See, that one's really tiny. That's okay. Foxy will eat it. She loves carrots. But I know these are smaller than my ones in the raised beds. Yeah, see, all of a sudden I have worm damage. So, yeah, I'll get the diatomaceous earth out and start sprinkling. I know I have some out in the garden that I got to do that too. Oh, and my dill. See my big old dill? So, now for the raised beds, the cabbages are coming along. I've sprayed these with some neem oil the other day, about a week ago maybe now. So I might need to come back out and spray again. I think this is cauliflower. Not positive. And then these are my carrots. These are decent sized carrots in here. See, all this is carrots and more carrots. And then these are my sunflowers. More cabbage. Yeah, see. And then my lettuces. Yeah, these are going to bolt. So, I'll pull these out every now and then, you know, like once a day or whatever. I'll pull some out and feed to the chickens. Probably more cauliflower. My sunflowers. My potatoes. They are starting to look like they are dying back. So once they're really died back, we'll go ahead and pull these and harvest the potatoes out. Yeah, the June bugs are bad this year. Look at this. You see them all? They are bad this year. My onions aren't doing too bad. I mean, like here you can see, it's my first time growing onions. It's actually my first time for growing a lot of different things. And then my beans here, these are finally starting to produce. You can see all the clover. Believe it or not, my husband just mowed. Was it day before yesterday? I think it was. But it's hard to tell. So out here we have some more cabbages and my tomatoes. Yeah, and see, we noticed this morning that something's eating on these cabbages, so I got to come out here and spray and sprinkle. So we'll do that with all of this. My kale is kind of sad because I just harvested a bunch of it. Wow, look at all of them. Look at them all. This is crazy. This is my spaghetti squash plant. See? There's my spaghetti squash. I hate bugs. Yellow squash. See? We just harvested this morning. Then my tomatoes. These are the currant tomatoes. You can see some down here. Little tiny. Here they are. Some more. And look at all the blooms. Lots and lots of blooms. So hopefully we'll get lots of tomatoes. Little tomatoes. Some more tomatoes. These are looking good. I can't wait for the first tomatoes to ripen up. I'll just be tickled pink when I get my first tomatoes that are ripe. As you can tell, I need to come and prune these though. It looks like a jungle up in here. You can't see anything, so definitely need to come back and prune again. Believe it or not, I prune on a regular basis, but they get away from me pretty fast. Okay, so I was just talking about how things can get out of hand and my battery died. So, the potatoes are looking pretty nice. The sweet potato vines haven't done a whole lot. I mean, they're there, but they're not really spreading. Let's go see. Can't even go up the walkway there anymore, and I've given up on trying to keep the walkways completely weed free. So see, this is the sweet potatoes. And we have the turnips, and then all of the tomatoes. I have to get back out here. We had a storm last night, and it knocked. Oh look. I do have some tomatoes. Oh no, can you see that? Ah, I think those are sun golds. Let's go down and around. Yeah, look, man down. My skeleton, he's naked. His clothes were full of bugs and everything else like that, so I stripped them off and they're in the wash. I'll redress them when they're done. My spinach bolted. Again, this is one of those things I pull up like 2 plants a day and feed it to my chickens. Makes them happy. So this mess is cucumbers and spaghetti squash. and it is going crazy. I actually have, see, there's a spaghetti squash. I have quite a few. Here's another one. They're all up in there. And the cucumbers I'm getting is crazy. Here are tomatoes. There's just a few. Look at this. This is crazy. See? More. Now, where was that ripe? I think it was further down. Come on. Let's go, Foxy. Come on. Oh, I spy. I see it. It's in there. See? Oh, we lost it. It's in there, though. I'll come back and I'll get that. I'm not going to leave that there. But we have lots of tomatoes. Like I said, as you can see, I got to get back up here and tie these back up and prune them again. They've just gone crazy on me. This is collards. This is my cabbage, and I am going to go ahead and harvest this probably tomorrow. Only because I don't have the time today. We've got to go get a pickup for our Lions Club. That's a spaghetti squash too, and it's just not doing very well. I see I have some powdery mildew, so I'm going to have to do something about that. And then I have cauliflower. I had untied this one so it's not white like it should be, but it's a decent sized head. I mean, look at that. So I'll be plucking these soon. Cutting these off. So yeah, you can see these are some decent sized heads of cabbage. Let's see. There's a pumpkin. And I've got a little watermelon. I have several more pumpkins in here. We have banana peppers. Like I said, we're out here this morning harvesting, so you won't see any that are ready to harvest. And then green peppers, they're coming along. Look at these tomatoes. Oh, I mean, look at that. I can't wait. I mean, oh, look at this one. 2 of them there. Look at them. Cannot wait. I am so excited. You see, these were tied up. I think the ties broke on them. But I'll get all this tied back up. My watermelon. This is watermelon here. And you can see I have a little baby watermelon. It is hard to get through anywhere in here. You have to find your way around. I see a spaghetti squash over there. But yeah. My corn is doing great. So yeah, this is time to pick. Let's see. Yeah, it's time to pick these cauliflowers. My husband will love that because he loves roasted cauliflower. So this is leaves from the zucchini and yellow squash. I trim out the bottom leaves and all like that to help get more airflow in there. It's good for the plant. Helps keep it healthy. Yeah, see, yellow squash. These are all yellow squashes. Oh, look at this. That one's a double. It's attached. Yeah, see, this is powdery mildew. I'll have to get a mix together and spray. And I'm not sure what's going on with this spaghetti squash. I don't know if it's the powdery mildew or what. And it's just the one. Yeah, see, I see some powdery mildew over there. So I'll treat them for the powdery mildew. and we'll see what happens. And then I got zucchinis down here. There's some zucchinis growing up in there. And then the cucumbers. Oh boy, the cucumbers. I have cucumbers coming out my ears. I have Slice Masters, and there are some down here. I didn't pick these this morning. There's several right there. And then over here I have some Boston pickling. Yeah, see. Boston pickling. I am overrun with cucumbers and squash and zucchini. It's a good problem to have. So, yeah, we ran out of trellis, but we didn't run out of plants. These are actually from suckers that I pulled off of these plants. So these were suckers. And you see how well they're growing. And I planted additional beans because I wanted more beans. I have the beans that are up there in the black tub, and then I have 4 bean plants here. And it's funny, I have a bean plant, and all of a sudden a cucumber plant came up in there. So I'm like, okay, I'll just let it go. I have all those other bean plants over there, so I'm just trying to get him to go that way and not into my other beans. So that's the in-ground garden. Like I said, it's doing quite well. I'm happy with it. So let's walk over and see the chickens. All the chickens we still have 3 coops. I guess you'd say 3 coop. My first set of chickens that I had gotten from Tractor Supply, the Isa Browns, are actually in the big coop with the chickens. They still kind of stay separate. You know, they're still working out their pecking order. They're not getting pecked on seriously or anything else like that. They're adjusting. It's just going to take a little time. You can see some of the spinach and lettuce that I've thrown in there for them to eat. Mr. Beaks. Some of the ladies. The Isa Browns are inside. And then the chicks that I hatched are in here. So they'll end up going in the big coop soon. And then I have the 3 others that I got, the Marins. Well, actually, originally I had 4 chicks. I had 3 Marins and 1 black Asian. 1 died, and it was one of the Marins, of course. It died like within a day or 2. You'll have that. Some say, oh, you can take it back, but it's just part of the whole deal. That's what happens. So, let's see. And here they are. They're not so tiny anymore. They keep trying to jump out of the box. So I can't wait for them to get big enough to start laying eggs. So my husband is working on my little garden tractor. He's got to get a couple things for that still. But his tractor is completely put back together and running. I don't know if you saw it as I was moving around, but it's right here. We've got, he calls it the bush hog. It's a rotary cutter. It's a John Deere rotary cutter. But he's got to do some work on this. He went and got the oil and all like that. He's got to replace the oil in the gearbox. So he'll get that done, and then he'll be able to cut the grass out in the field because it is bad. So, but it's back together. That's all that really matters. And it runs, it works. Happy. So, let's go see the blackberries. I want you to see them. We have 2 different types of blackberry bushes. This one is extremely prolific. Lots and lots of berries, but they're not real big. But it's lots of berries. The other one doesn't put out a lot of berries, but let me see if I can't find one here. Let's see. Oop. See? Big. Very big. Oop. And the pests are getting to them. They're eating them, but you can see how big they are. They're very big. But at the end of the season, both blackberries will be cut back and we're going to move them out to the field. These were cut back last year and they've grown back again completely, overtaking stuff. So they will get planted out in the field though at the end of the year, along with the blueberry bushes. So let's go up here and finalize this. I almost forgot. We just got these. These were gifted to us. Food plot tree. Chestnut Hill Outdoors. These are actually chestnut trees. And they were gifted to us. I have them in there with some water and all like that. But we're going to plant them on the very back side of the hill, along our tree line. We're going to plant them this inward some, and like we have 3 of them, so it'll be 1, 2, and 3, and they're supposed to help draw the deer in. So I was thankful that we got those for free. I love getting anything for free. Who doesn't? Our apple and our pear that we have in the tubs there, we've had a wind come through, a really bad windstorm, and it kind of messed with this one some. But what we're going to end up doing is we're going to take both of them and we're going to plant them out in the field. And we do have the blueberries out there. You can't see them from here, but they're doing quite well. So we're going to end up planting those out in the field as well. And then in the fall, we might be digging up the other trees and moving them, especially that one. Let's see if I can zoom in. That one there. Let's see. That one. Because it's leaning so much. There's actually 2 there. There's the big tree. I think that's a pear or something. I can't remember. And then that's a Meyer lemon there. Meyer lemon I will put in a self-wicking tub, because once we get a greenhouse, I'm going to keep that in the greenhouse to try and help protect it, so maybe I might get some fruit off of that. Okay, so he's still working on the tractor. It still won't start. We may have to get someone else here to help him with that. I have no idea. But so that was the full tour. Sorry I haven't been doing a whole lot of that. Not keeping up on it. I hope to try. Stephen, my dear husband, is actually going to try and help me. He said he'll help me start recording and that sort of stuff, so I can get more out to you guys. If you have certain questions, just ask. I'll try and answer. I'd show you my pool too, but it's green because we had to lower the water way down because we had a leak on the jet part that shoots the water out. After it goes through the pump and shoots it into the pool, we had a leak there, so we had to drain the pool down to that point. Just got it fixed. So now we got to get it refilled, and then I can throw some shock and all like that in it and scrub it again. Oh, I hear the tractor is running. It's actually running. And it just died. But it was running. That's a good start. So, if you haven't already, please subscribe. It helps me feel better that I get more people, that I'm reaching more people, that people actually want to see what I'm putting out there. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. I'll try and answer you. I should answer you. I don't have hardly any comments or anything, so I will answer you. If you haven't already, like the video, and then if you ring the notification bell, that'll let you know whenever I post new videos. So just be careful out there with everything that's going on. Take care of yourself, take care of everyone else, and I'll see you on the next one. So God bless.